Back to passes Gibbons. Swing pass out there to Ricky. Ricky's got 2 men there. Makes the first 2 miss. Nice dive forward by Rick Petrelli on the second 5. Hand off there to Donovan Chambers. Nice hold as Donovan makes a spin move. Spins again. Positive forward yardage here for Donovan Chambers. Gibbons under center. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Heavy pursuit but head blocking. There's a catch by Ricky. He dives that way forward for the Ellwood City first down. Twisting and diving does Ricky Petrelli. We got a flag on this play. Illegal motion. Fumble on the play. There we go. Oh, I'm thinking Ellwood City has that ball. Ellwood City ball. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Ball is caught by Ryan Reynolds. Great catch by Ryan. Even better pass. Right out to the right, to the left. Hand off to Ricky. He's got a hole. Find his way in. Drives his way in there for a touchdown. That's a Ricky Petrelli touchdown from 5 yards out with 2:44 left to go in this third quarter. So nice run. The read, the keep is nice hit there. Who was that young man? Took him down. Colton Cunningham. Here for the Wolverines. Gibbons under center. Handoff outside there to Donovan. Makes the first man miss. Second man jukes back to the right. Now out to the left. Keeps his rolling forward. He's going to be close to a first down. McCormick's left. Number 23 to Blasio. Pitch out to him this time. Ricky Petrelli closing fast. Great play by Ricky Petrelli. He had smooth sailing to that man carrying that ball. And he held that to minimal. As the clock rings 0, the Shannon Lancers have defeated the Ellwood City Wolverines 14-6.
All right, hi folks, we're back. We weathered the storm. We saw a monsoon times 2. We saw a couple of lightning strikes, but we are back. Well, it's okay. Somebody just leaned against the lights. It's okay. So to recap what has happened so far, Freedom received the punt or the kickoff, brought it back to the 26-yard line, I believe, and then 2 pass play and a rushing play. We got first down and 10 for the Freedom Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. Do not lean against the wall, please. Stop leaning against the wall. All right, game on. All right, so we got game on. First down and 10 for the Freedom Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. That was a 46-minute delay. Thankfully, only 46 minutes. All right. Ethan Coy does have to come out for one play because he was injured on the previous play, so he does have to come out for one. Coming in for him is number 9. Coming in for him is number 9, Peyton O'Brien. Zach Rosa underneath. Hands it off to number 21, Pale. Off the right side, we got a couple Ellwood City tacklers. On the play was number 24, Rocco Sesti, number 9, Peyton O'Brien, and number 14, Ashton Wilson. Ball on the 48. Ball is on the 48. We got a 49-yard line. We got a second down and about 1. Again, that was about a 46-minute delay, so a lot of out-of-time scores have almost gone halftime already, so we'll keep you updated on those at halftime. Zach Rose under snap. Blitz up the middle. Nice little handoff to the fullback here. Up the middle. A little extra curricular activity on the wide receiver, tight end. Well, we got a first down by
Colton Cunningham on the tackle.
Who had the ball?
I missed it.
I missed it too. On the tackle was Colton Cunningham, and it will be a first down and 10
Ball on the 48.
On the 48-yard line.
5 under center.
5 is under center. That's Zach Rose again. We got a pitch out.
Number.
Nice little play out there, the pitch out, but only a couple on the play.
32 ball carrier.
32 was on the ball. 32 is Max Ujhazy. The Wolverines defense was pretty good to get out there and keep that to a bare minimum there. Colton Cunningham and 56 Storm Chambers were on the tackle. Second down and about 8.
Probably get a lot of views tonight.
Nice little play up the middle. A couple missed tackles here. Number 43. We've been waiting to hear that name, but Cody Ross right up the middle.
Donovan Chambers on the tackle.
Donovan Chambers was on the tackle. Got up to the 40-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and 2. Fake handoff. Rosa comes out and throws an incomplete pass. Pretty good coverage there by number 14, Ashton Wilson. Setting up a 4th down and 2 for the Freedom Bulldogs. Now, we all know that it has been raining, so the field may be a little bit slippery, but it looks like the Freedom Bulldogs do not care. It looks like they're going to go for it. We got Zach Rosa, big Zach Rosa, under center. We got a little bit of some plays by running backs here, a little trap action. Rosa keeps the play. He's outside on the right side, down the sideline, going down, and is tackled right around the 5-yard line by number 10. Carter Lutz. Carter Lutz made a good saving tackle there. If not, that was going to end up being a big run and touchdown by Zach Rosa.
Picked up a 39. It's at a 35 on the play. On the keeper.
Okay.
Very good. Up the middle.
Up the middle. Nice little handoff to 21.
Tackle 57.
Tackle was by number 57. Noah Bunny. As well as Ethan Coy on the play.
Rain's coming down a little harder. Play clock's not working.
Yeah, they went and turned off the 25-second play clock. Before this game actually started, they came up and said that they were not going to run it. They were having a couple issues there. 21 with the hand, Rosa with the handoff. A little pitch, the 21 up the middle on that counter trap stuff right up the middle. Only for a gain of 1 yard.
Throw Colton on that.
Looks like Colton Cunningham with another tackle. He's leading the Wolverines coming into this week with almost 30-some tackles. So we're stacking up once again this year. Also assisting on the play was Ryan Roberts, number 15. 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Spread out on this one.
Yeah, spread out this side. Nice pass by Rosa, right open, wide open. Touchdown
32
for number 32, Max Ujhazy. It's an interesting spelling for a last name, but it is 6-0 Freedom Bulldogs. Max was out there by himself. There was no one in coverage on that play, unfortunately. That cost the Wolverines with the score.
Pretty nice play design there. They just wiped everyone out and he was wide open.
We have the extra point attempt Looking pretty good by, I believe, number 6, Nick DiNardo. That makes the early score at 6:42, 7-0 Freedom Bulldogs. We'll take a little break here. See what Wolverines can do on offense up next. Alright, coming back after that score, that was a 4-yard pass by Rosa to Max Uge for a touchdown. It's 7-0 early, Freedom Bulldogs at 6:42. Number 6, the kickoff is Nick DiNardo. Back to receive is Rick Petrelli and Donovan Chambers. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. Actually, it's onside. 73 makes the catch and is tackled right there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, great. We'll do that next.
73 is Elijah Connectal. Made the great play. Did not cough up the ball, which usually happens a lot of times on those onside kicks, but he kept it. And because of that, the Wolverines actually get really good field position at their own 45-yard line. Okay, Gibbons under center. Nice little trap action here going on, counter trap stuff.
Number 50 on the tackle. Chambers on the carry.
Running a little up the play. Donovan Chambers right up the middle, just for a couple games. Sets up a 2nd down and 9. Gibbons under center. Petrelli followed by Chambers. Chambers with the ball. Nice little handoff, but there's nothing. A lot of Bulldogs on that tackle, breaking through the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of 1. Looks like this is going to set up a 3rd down and a long 9.
The Bulldogs are big up front.
Yeah, that's saying it light. Yes, the Bulldogs are big up front. There's a couple guys over 240 on that defensive line. Gibbons hands off to Chambers, who comes on a sweep action, coming to the left side, making a miss tackles, and gets the 1st down, carrying a couple tackles, and we got another flag. Oh, boy. We've talked about this every single week. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it. We talk about it every single week. Looks like this is going to be a 1st down, I believe. Because I believe the play or the flag was occurred afterwards. I'm not sure. It's against Freedom. Wow. That caught me a little bit off guard. So not only do we get the 1st down by Chambers, who carried a couple players with him, we also get the 15-yard penalty on top of it. So we had an interesting little announcement over the loudspeaker, but I'm not sure what he was saying there, so I don't know if something was going on, if their lights are on, and I have no clue what's going on, so something was going on there. But anywho, we got the 1st down, and not only that, but we also got the penalty afterwards. It was a personal foul against Freedom. That sets us up with some really good field position now at the 27-yard line. Right around 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Hand off to Chambers, and there was at least 4 Bulldogs on that right side of the field. Keeps the ball and gets unfortunately knocked in the backfield. Number 51 for the Bulldogs was in on the tackle, David Martsoff. There was a couple guys there that could have easily taken him down pretty fast. So kind of looks like we lost one there, so it should be 2nd down and a long 11. Hand off to Chambers again. Right up the middle, weaving through. Got some positive yards this time around. As long as we keep this run game going positive, it's always a plus, especially with the wet weather out there. But Chambers gets it down to about the 25-yard line, so he only picks up a few. It's going to set up a long 3rd down and 8 for the Wolverines. Looks like a big blitz up the middle by the Bulldogs. Sniffed out by the Wolverines. Hand pass by Gibbons out to Petrelli. Petrelli kind of carries another defender all the way down to about the 14-yard line. But there is a flag on the field. It's in the backfield, so this is kind of looking like possibly a holding, and that's what it is. We have a holding against the Wolverines. That negates that play, so setting up a long 3rd down play for the Wolverines. Let's see where they spot it. It was at the 25, but it's a spot foul technically if it's behind the line, so they may be rolling back beyond the 35. Yes, they're rolling back to the 37-yard line. Setting up a long 3rd down. Yeah. That's setting up at least a 3rd down. It looks something like 17 or so some yards. Right at the 3:57 mark in the 1st quarter. Nothing right now, shall we say, is going in the Wolverines' favor, but back to passes Gibbons, dumps it off to Petrelli. Right there was a tackler. Unfortunately, was taken down right off the bat. Only a couple. Actually kind of lost a couple 2 yards on the play. Back to the 39-yard line. Does count as a completion for Gibbons, but minus 2 yards. So, once again, we had something going there. Couldn't make anything of it. So, it sets up a 4th down and about 25 yards. We'll see what happens here, but for sure, they are punting. Number 21 is back for the return. Number 21 is Jake Pale. There's a lot of Pales on this Bulldogs team. Back to kick is Petrelli. Gets caught by Pale right around the 12 to 13-yard line and gets taken down instantly on the play. So unfortunately, the Wolverines do not get anything on that drive. However, they back up the Bulldogs within their own 20-yard line, all the way back to the 12-yard line. So the Bulldogs take over with 3:01 left in the 1st quarter. Again, if you're catching us on the air just now, this game was delayed for about 46 minutes due to lightning and weather. So we're back on. Hopefully everybody's watching the live stream. Zach Rose is back to pass. Wasn't open. Makes the 2nd play. And sure enough, wow. Double clutches. Nobody's near him. And number 24, Noah Yek. What a catch. Nobody was near him. The ball was actually technically underthrown a little bit, but nobody was near him. And 24, Noah Yek makes the catch. Big gain for the Bulldogs, all the way down to their own 45. So a pick up of 33 yards on that pass. Okay, Rose is back underneath center. We have this counter trap sweep stuff going on again, and this time it was snuffed out. 21. Jake Pell was taken down by number 51, Ethan Coy. That's another tackle in the backfield, another loss on the play. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Setting up a 2nd down and 13 for the for the Bulldogs. Right now the big features are Zach Rose at quarterback at 21, and 32 this time gets the ball. Mac Uge, the one that caught the touchdown pass, went to the left side. Little sweep action. Gains a couple. but still behind the line of scrimmage that started on this 1st and 10. So now it's going to set up a 3rd down and 11. Rick Petrelli on the tackle, as those linebackers for the Wolverines continue to pick up a lot of that chuck change tackles along with Ethan Coy. So this sets up a big, crucial 1st quarter 3rd down play. Bulldogs with the ball. Zach Rosa. They're only sending out one wide receiver on most of these plays, but they have a running back coming in motion every single time. Zach Rosa's back to pass. He's got a little scramble. Lost containment. Zach Rosa's going. And only picks up about somewhere right around 8 or 9 on the play, but the Wolverines were able to keep the play in front. So that sets up a 4th down and about 4 or 3 yards for the Bulldogs. Ethan Coy once again, and Carter Lutz on the tackle. We're nearing that 1 minute mark. Carter Lutz is a freshman coming in and making some plays for the Wolverines. So we're setting up a 4th down, but go figure. The Bulldogs are going for it. They must know something that we don't on 4th down and 3. Zach Rose underneath the snap. Trying to draw the Wolverines offside. There's that trap. And pass by Rosa, wide open, but overthrows number 7 on the play. That was Noah Henderson. Pass is incomplete, and that sets up a turnover on downs. Wolverines will take over, and not only take over, but take over with great field position at the 1:05 mark in the 1st quarter.
Blaine's on his way.
All right. Like we said, if you were thinking that Thad Sturgeon had a little surgery done with his voice, that is not the case. This is Brad Windhorst. Thad Sturgeon does have a little case of pneumonia, so you do hear a different voice on the evening. We'll have a couple throughout the evening, probably in the 2nd half. Gibbons takes the 1st down snap, hands it off to Chambers, and unfortunately Chambers is not going anywhere on most of these plays. He's keeping it positive, but there is not much to go for the Wolverines. Gain of 2 on the play for the Wolverines. We're underneath that minute mark. About ready to head to the 2nd quarter here shortly. Gibbons out. Tries to hand off the ball to Rocco Sesti, who's being tackled from behind, and unfortunately, I believe, actually, I don't think it, yeah, they called incomplete pass. Supposedly that ball was being pitched forward. We'll have to watch that replay later on, but I think the Wolverines definitely just got a break there. So, incomplete pass with about 21 seconds left.
Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell. Don't see, we move on.
But it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd down and 8 for the Wolverines. They have been able to move the ball in one drive, but nothing since then. Gibbons back to pass. Quick, Bill pitch out. I believe to number 2, who is, I believe that was number 2, Caden Myers. That's the first catch, I believe, for Caden Myers, which is great. Caden Myers comes in as a senior and is getting a couple action out there on that right side. So a complete pass is about a 5-yard gain for Caden, setting up a 4th down and 3 from the Bulldogs 45, and it looks like, unfortunately, the Wolverines will go and punt. I'm wondering if they're trying to play a field position game, knowing that the field is wet, but we'll see. Back to punt is Petrelli. Here's the punt. Nice clean snap. A little wobbly on the side. The nice thing is it's a little bit shorter punt. And it goes out of bounds. Although there is a flag on that side of the line, and it looks like there's a block in the back on the play. So we'll see what happens here shortly. The ball goes out at the 16-yard line, but there will be a penalty on top with just about 3 seconds left. in the first quarter. So it was illegal blocking in the back against Freedom. This will now put the ball back half the distance to the goal, I assume. So it should be about the 8-yard line is where they'll be taking over. Still will be first down and 10, but yeah, we'll call it at the 10, I believe. No, it looks like the 9. Looks like the 9. So Freedom will take over at their 9-yard line. They got 3 seconds, so we'll have one play here, it looks like, in the first quarter as Freedom takes over. Zach Rose is underneath the snap. A weird snap, almost a fumble play, but he does get the handoff to the fullback. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Busted play, bad snap, and we're going down the field. And we're running out. Number 21, Jake Pale. What a run. What a play. That's an unfortunate way to end the first quarter. The Wolverines had the Bulldogs buried in their own on their own side and all the way out to the 36. That was a gain of 27 on the play. That is the end of the first quarter with the score 7-0 Freedom. We'll take a short little break here, a little bit of the action, and we will come back.
Oh, no, 80? Yeah, she does. Oh, she's like 85.
Okay, welcome back. We're going to start the second quarter here with the Bulldogs with the ball at their own 37 or 36-yard line. A great play by number 21, Pale, up the middle. It was a broken play. It was a fumble snap, but Rose was able to get it off and have the Bulldogs rolling again. Zach Rose hands off the ball. Big stack up the middle. So a gain of only 1 or 2 on the play. Let's see who had the ball. I'm assuming it was probably 21. Pale again, Jake Pale. Check that. 32 again. Mac Juja. You hazy. We'll have to get a pronunciation of that one's interesting spelling there. No Bunny with the tackle. Sets up a long 2nd and 8. Bulldogs are not a up-tempo kind of team. They try to just bully you right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Rose under snap, pulling the running backs across. You got to run up the middle. Number 32 again, Max. I'm just going to call him Max from here on out. That spelling is pretty interesting. The nice thing is 32 only gained a couple on the play. So this is out to the 41-yard line. So Rick Petrelli on the tackle sets up a nice, comfortable 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Even though we had all that rain, a lot of fans came back into the stadium. And so did the cheerleaders. Zach Rose is back to pass, completes the ball. Out to the right side, nice little play, slip through. He gets down right near the line of scrimmage. From my view, it looks like he's short just by a little bit. We'll see if he gives it or not. But it's a good completion by Rosa.
First down, they gave it to him.
First down given. Wow. Not even a spot Not even a measure. Not really sure how you do that, but nonetheless, it's a first down. Yeah, he broke through a couple tackles to get that first down, so maybe those refs are kind of giving him the favor there of making that play. So first down for the Bulldogs from their own 46. Rosa keeps the play, fakes the handoff, rolling out to the side. Woo! Wow! Yeah, there it is. Colton Cunningham. Coltrane makes a big sack in the backfield on Zach Rosa. Colton Cunningham show on defense tonight, fellas. Colton Cunningham and Ethan Coy. Sacked back to the 41-yard line. That was a loss of about 5 yards in the play, so it sets up a second down and 15 for the Bulldogs. Once again, the Bulldogs taking their good old time to get to that line. We do not have a 25-second play clock. We were told that was going to be turned off right from the beginning of the game. They were having issues with the weather, and they didn't want to mess with that. Zach Rose is back to pass. Chasing him is Connecto, and he gets him. Woo! He got hit from the front and the back, and I don't know, he's spinning on the sideline, and now we've got a flag. And we got another flag. I'm not 100% sure, but there is somebody for the Bulldogs on the sideline rolling a little bit. I'm not sure if he got up or not, but then there was a flag on the play. We'll see what's going on here. It's definitely after the play. Colton Cunningham and Connecto were on the play on the tackle, so this is definitely going to be after the play. We'll see what happens. Wolverines are starting to get a little pressure in the backfield. We'll see what happens here. We still haven't been told anything just yet. And then there it is. So apparently it was a late hit or a personal foul late hit. Because of that, they do mark the yards off after the play, but unfortunately it's an automatic first down. So not only do they get the tackle for loss, but the Wolverines then get hit with 15-yard play penalty. So that sets up now a first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Let's see where they mark it off at. Right around the 43-yard line of the Wolverines. Tough. We've been talking about it all year long. Penalties. Especially penalties after plays. Zach Rose is back to pass. Throws across the middle, and I believe it's caught.
I hit the ground.
From our view, it looked like it possibly hit the ground, but they're saying it was caught. It was caught by, I believe, number 24, Noah Yek. It's a 17-yard catch and reception all the way down to the 25, and now all of a sudden the Bulldogs are starting to make their way down the field. It sets up a first down for the Bulldogs. Yeah, I'm keeping stats at the same time. Zach Rose hands off the ball to 21. Tackle. Oh, no, check that. Nice play in the backfield. He does fight forward to try and get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he did lose one on the play, but a lot of Wolverines on that play. That was number 21 with the ball. Jake Pale. He did lose one on the play by a host of Wolverine players. Looks like once again it's Colton Cunningham in the backfield. And 53, Cameron Reynolds on the tackle. Sets up a second down 11 from the Wolverines' 26-yard line. Zach Rose is back underneath once again. Rolls out to the right side, back to pass. He's got somebody wide open, and it's a touchdown. And it's a touchdown. Once again, pass to number 24, Noah Yek. Another touchdown from 26 yards out at the 7:32 mark. The Wolverine coverage, DB coverage, is unfortunately getting ripped apart in this one. It is now 13-0 for the Bulldogs, pending the extra point. by Nick DiNardo. Here's the snap. And a nice little kick right through the middle. It is 14-0 at 7:32 in the second quarter. Bulldogs will come back. We'll take a break and set up for the next possession for the Wolverines. Welcome back, folks. It is 14-0 Bulldogs at the 7:32 mark in the second quarter. Once again, another wide open touchdown. I believe that is number 24, Noah Yeck's second touchdown on the day already. We knew coming in this play that Zach Rosa was going to pass a lot. He's a big quarterback. Zach Rosa is listed at 6 foot 165, but I completely believe 165 is too small. So the Bulldogs are off to kick. DiNardo's kicking. Nice little pooch kick to the left side. Donovan Chambers with the ball right around the 12-yard line. We've got another flag on the field. Looks like supposedly a block in the back, and it was definitely not a block in the back. We'll definitely say not a block in the back. We usually try not to be critical on the refs, but that was 100% not a block in the back.
He did everything. It's football.
So we'll see what they say here. Let's see what they say here.
Just make it flag football. Good job.
Kurt Augustinelli, head coach or assistant coach Kurt Augustinelli, is giving the refs a little business on the sideline. Now Mags isn't on it. We're all with him too. Personal foul. Oh my. Oh my. I got absolutely nothing to say about this one so far. So they say in a personal foul after the play, or during the play actually, it'll be half the distance to the end zone. So
Don't play football.
it looks like the Wolverines will take over at the 10-yard line at the 7:27 mark in the second quarter. Ryan Gibbons under snap. Hands the ball. Nope, check that. Keeps the ball. Nice little play here to Petrelli. Nice little run out from the running back from the backfield. Sneaks his way through the line. Gives up middle. Nice little gain for Petrelli.
First down.
They do get the first down. So caught right at the 20, taken down at the 20, but gets the first down. I believe number 3 was on the tackle, if I'm correct. Number 3, Ricky Adams. As well as another one, number 21, I believe. So first down for the Wolverines.
Set this. Where's the late hit on that? There you go.
Handoff, or sorry, check that. Pass to, is that Petrelli again? I believe that was Petrelli again. Petrelli? Okay. So pass complete to Petrelli. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Are you kidding me?
Another flag on the play.
Got the Mechanic refs.
You could probably hear the press box. It sounds like it's going to be against the Wolverines again. We will get track of all the penalties at halftime. It's not looking pretty. That's at least 10 called combined in this game already.
A lot more for Ellwood.
But a lot, correct. Thad said it right. A lot more for Ellwood tonight again.
I don't know. Ricky got thrown halfway across the field, but it's on us, apparently. That's what the Shannon referee crew must be here.
Oh,
and now we got another penalty.
What happened?
Sidelines talking for the Wolverines. I want to say it was a Gus Nelly talk again, so we got another sideline issue here. Another penalty.
Should be a warning.
It should be a warning because I don't remember any warning for the Wolverines yet. So okay, so it is a sideline warning, but here on out, from there on out, if they say something again, they know what is coming. So negating the pass play. So now it's a first down and 18 from their own 14-yard line. Looks like we had Petrelli. Technically, that is a run play because I believe that was in the backfield. So we technically have a run by Petrelli. So 59 was on the tackle. So I believe that was technically a run because it did look backfield, but it was just for 1 yard. Ball at the 21. Deflection pass by Gibbons. Gets caught on the sideline, the near sideline.
But number 3 ended up with it.
I believe that was number 21, if I'm correct. Brady Welsh on the catch. Let me check to make sure that's the right number.
No.
Check that. Not Brady Welsh.
Number 3.
What is number 3, number 2?
It was number 2 again. Caden Myers. I apologize. Brady Welsh is out of this game. I apologize. So number 2, Caden Myers. All the way up to the 35-yard line. So pickup of about 14 on the play and another first down for the Wolverines. Another pass by Gibbons, and this time incomplete. So incomplete pass by Ryan Gibbons set up a second down and 10 at the 5:46 mark in the second quarter. We're doing a little bit of multitasking. We got people doing stats and commentating at the same time, so we do apologize if my talk is a little bit behind the play. But nonetheless, we move on. It's second down and 10 for Gibbons. Gibbons actually in the pistol, kind of shotgun feel, and it looked like there was a false start. We had movement all over the line. You name one of the starters on that line, you probably can call it on. So false start. Well, they're saying illegal formation, so probably somebody was moving before the ball snapped, trying to set themselves. So illegal formation, back 5 yards, back to the 30-yard line, sets up a first down now second down and 15.
What's up with
Gibbons in the pistol again. Sesty comes in motion, and the handoff is to Sesty. He runs out on the left side. Not much going there as the Bulldogs sniffed that one out pretty well on the right. Check that left side of the field, far side of the field. Looks like no gain on the play for Sesty. Number 43, Cody Ross. Cody Ross. Cody Ross was supposedly going to be the big running back for the Bulldogs who gets extra carries as a fullback, but he also plays well on defense. So we have a third down and 15 for the Wolverines. Gibbons back in the pistol. Quick pass to Petrelli. Petrelli's on the run. He's up the middle. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Petrelli up the middle. One guy to beat, and that's the one to catch him. Nice play by Gibbons. Quick little pass. Expecting that quick pass. Caught for only a five-yard gain, but then Petrelli runs for another big yard, almost 70 yards, all the way down to the 5-yard line. So 65 yards on that reception. There was one man to beat. Unfortunately, Petrelli did not have enough to beat him, but that does set up the Wolverines with a first down at the 5-yard line. Gibbons under snap. Quick pitch to Donovan Chambers, trying to do juke moves. Fortunately, was taken down on the right side, but once again, another flag. Another flag on the play.
You know, for as big as Petrelli is, he's not a speedster, but he does run.
Yeah, we got to give credit to Petrelli. Petrelli is a big dude. He's not going to wow you on size, but he does have some speed. He beat several defenders and defensive backs for the Bulldogs. There was only one that caught him. That was number 24, Noah Yek. So, another penalty on the play. Apparently, it was premature. I'm not really sure what happened there. I actually think they may have counted them down. Carter Lutz.
You want to play with that?
Number 10, right up the middle. Doesn't gain too much. Looks like he actually gains none. Still at the 5-yard line, so it's setting up a 3rd and goal. Right around the 4:20 mark.
Timeout, Ellwood.
And we're going to have a timeout by the Ellwood City Wolverines. We'll take a little break here. 4:16 left in the second quarter. Wolverines driving. 3rd down and goal. All right, coming back after the timeout by the Wolverines at the 4:21 mark. They added a couple seconds back on there. So 2 timeouts left for the Wolverines. Ryan, oh, we gotta check that. Petrelli, we got a little wildcat formation going. Petrelli up the middle, takes the snap, runs it up. I believe they're down at the 1-yard line.
Brought down by number 7.
Brought down by number 7, Noah Henderson. Brings up a big 4th down and goal for the Wolverines.
From the 1.
From the 1-yard line at the 3:53 mark. Let's see what we're going to do here. It looks like no, check that. Gibbons is under snap. Got Petrelli and Chambers in the backfield. There was an offsides, but they didn't call a flag. There was movement, but Petrelli nonetheless spins out of a tackle and a touchdown. Rick Petrelli on the left side. I think Mr. Keeley's getting into this one. It's 14-6 at the 3:38 mark for Rick Petrelli. There was movement by the Bulldogs. Nobody called anything. Rick Petrelli was hit in the backfield, spun out of a move, and dived in for the touchdown from 1 yard out. Number 11, Colin Smith, on to attempt the PAT. He's been doing fairly well on the season, 3 for 4. Another one, and it looks like it is good. It is 14-7. Wolverines are down, but it is the 3:38 mark of the second quarter. We'll take a break, and we will come back. Okay, 14-7. The Wolverines get on the board by Rick Petrelli from 1 yard out at the 3:38 mark. That first quarter went by fairly fast, even though there was a 46-minute weather delay. The Wolverines weren't able to do too much, but nonetheless, Rick Petrelli took the ball from 1 yard out, scored a touchdown. It is 14-7 Bulldogs. Kicking off is number 51, Ethan Coy. Taken at the 25-yard line by number 21, Pale. Runs up the middle, falls through. Jake Pale on the return.
Yeah, tell her you're playing there. I know they wanted to see that.
Yeah, from the 20-yard line and tackled at the 42. Taken down by number 15, Ryan Roberts. Freedom first down at the 5:31 mark, their own 42. So we'll see what the Bulldogs can do. They have scored on 2 drives. If I'm correct, those are the 2 drives that they have had. I've seen the Wolverines punt twice, but they did get a touchdown on the last play, or last drive. Zach Rose is under snap. Looks like he's going to pass. Quick little shuffle by Bunny up the middle. There's a flag. And incomplete. 2 wide receivers were down there. He overthrew both, but there is a flag on the play. I'm assuming since it was in the backfield, we're probably going to see some kind of holding by the Bulldogs. That may be the first one in a while against the Bulldogs. It is a holding. So that negates the play. So it still should be first down, but now from 20 yards out.
We need to stop here and just run the ball right in the end zone and go to halftime.
To be honest, I'll take a 14-7 halftime. I'll take a 14-7 halftime. You come out with 17. I want more. I want more. I want more.
Damn referees.
Like I said, it's all button based. It's not just, but if you make a mistake, you have to go back and edit before you move on, which is tough. Okay, so it should be first down and 20. Actually, it was a little bit behind the snap, so it was even back farther. We have a little reverse. Rosa handed off the ball to Max, number 32, and then number 32 handed it off to number 21, Pale. So
Brought down by 53.
So an interesting formation there, but brought down by number 53, Cameron Reynolds, and number 5, number 5, Donovan Chambers as well. Just under the 3-minute mark. It's now setting up a second down and technically 21.
Yeah, they messed up the last time in a second down.
Spotting of the ball tonight is going to be very interesting
Don't start.
because of all these penalties and the weather and the delay. So we got some interesting stuff going on. Another flag against the Bulldogs. False start as they are all of a sudden going backwards. So this is going to be a long second down and like 26. Check it, 25. As they keep moving backwards.
Fumble or something now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I agree.
That would be. We got 2 timeouts left too. We just use 1.
Yeah, you don't want to say that right before halftime is a big momentum play for the game, but the Wolverines got 2 timeouts. There's 2:28 left. It's second down and 26. You know for a fact those Wolverine head coaches or coaches down there are definitely thinking about calling a timeout depending on this play. Zach Rosa under snap. Got trips on the left side. Check that. He's looking. No one's open. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham made the best play right there. Cunningham could have hit Rosa right in the head and decided to come off. Back from behind was number 56, Storm Changers. Made the play. Brought down by Storm Chambers, number 56. Again, if you saw on your screen, Colton Cunningham was coming down to make the play, but he saw the quarterback down on the field, decided to let up a little bit. And after that play, we have a timeout by the Wolverines at the 2:01 mark. We will stay here and see what happens here. This is a big down for the Freedom Bulldogs. It's a third down and 30 from their own 21-yard line. at the 2:01 mark. So this is big momentum. Now, the Wolverines will get the ball back at halftime, but you know they're smelling blood here. If they stop them on 3rd down, they could get the ball back. You never know. With 2 minutes left in high school football, anything's possible. Again, you can catch our halftime stats. We'll have halftime stats. We'll have the bands on the field, but more importantly, we will have a courting of the homecoming queen for 2018 here at Helling Stadium. So you can catch that. Now, we did start the live stream for pregame. It was stopped because of the delay, so if you want to go back and catch that, that will be eventually posted up on our YouTube page. Zach Rose comes under snap. I believe this is going to be most likely a running play to use a timeout. We've got a running back in motion. Handoff up the middle, that counter trap stuff by number 21, I believe. Missed a couple tackles, but eventually gets taken down at the 25-yard line.
54, Colton.
Number 54, Colton Cunningham. And number 30, Rick Petrelli. We cannot talk enough about Cunningham, Petrelli, and Coy. They are going nuts on the totals for tackles. So we got, I'm assuming another tackle, or another timeout. Yes, another timeout by the Wolverines at the 150 mark. That is their, I believe, their last timeout, because they called one beforehand. So they are out of timeouts. There's 150 on the clock. You never know with punting on a wet field. You're most likely going to have Petrelli and Chambers back. You may see 2 guys in the back possibly return this. You never know. All it takes is one busted play up the middle, return. So it is going to be Chambers back to return. Punting, I believe, is number 6, DiNardo, who does everything, kicking and punting. Again, Chambers is back to return. We'll see what happens if they kicked him or not. Sesti comes up to the line of scrimmage. Chambers is still back. Here's the punt. Gets it off, but it is a sky-high kick. Takes a bounce, rolls back for the Wolverines. Goes out of the bounce at the 40-yard line. That's about a 14 or so yard punt. Well, you don't get a return, but you get good field position. 40 yards. We'll take it. Keeps some time on the clock. 1:41. And a first down for the Wolverines before halftime. Again, Brady Welsh is not in the game. He unfortunately had swelling in his ankle, so he's not in. Number 2, Caden Myers, is replacing him. So if you see number 2 and number 5 wide receivers on our side. Gibbons in with pistol. Petrelli comes in motion, and unfortunately, another penalty.
2 guys in motion.
There was 2 guys in motion, so technically an illegal motion or illegal formation. That will bring it back. Now a 1st and 15 at the 45-yard line. The only benefit is no time off the clock. Wolverines coming to the line of scrimmage. Gibbons and pistol. Petrelli comes in motion. Fakes the hand. Actually hands it off. Petrelli then throws. And unfortunately, it hits Chambers' hands. Gets intercepted by number 5 and taken out then by number 51, Ethan Coy. So, Gibbons hands the ball off to Petrelli. Petrelli then throws the ball and unfortunately intercepted by number 5. Off the fingertips. Right around the 32-yard line. Brought all the way back to the Wolverines' 27 or 28-yard line.
1st and 10 for them.
1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs with 1:29 left in the first half. So now, and they've got timeouts, so complete flip scenario. We're thinking that the Wolverines may have had a chance to go in, and now the Bulldogs have a chance to add to the lead. Zach Rosa back to pass. Some nice pressure, breaking down a little bit. He's now going to scramble, and 56, Storm Chambers. Storm Chambers again, keeping the run for a minimum. Gain of about 4 on the play. Tackle by Storm Chambers. Chambers is starting to step up throughout the season. He's starting to get on that tackle list as well. Bulldogs come to the line. They're not in no hurry for some reason. Zach Rosa, back to pass. Again, breaking down containment. He's running. Almost tackled. And here we go. Boom! Big sack.
15.
By number 15, Ryan Roberts. And Zach Rosa's getting up just a little bit slow on that. Ryan Roberts coming out. He is a cornerback coming up on that play. So what a play by Ryan Roberts. Brings it all the way back to the 32, I believe. So we had a loss of 9 on the play. And the Freedom Bulldogs will take their, I believe, first time out.
I think so too.
On the evening. 33 seconds left. I believe because of how they've had so much success passing, they're going to expect just to get somebody down in the end zone, throw it up, see what happens. But
36.
And not to stop the clock until the ref says.
okay, they're resetting the clock to 36 seconds left. Again, catch us at halftime. We'll have the homecoming the courting of this year's queen for the Wolverines, and we'll have some halftime stats, some out-of-time scores that probably have gone into the third or maybe even fourth quarter already, and then also the stats for this game.
Okay. I might do a little on third quarter.
I love this, but
Dad losing his
I love
job.
this. No, he's going to keep it. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll do some side-by-side commentating. If I can get a stats guy. Stats aren't hard, but if you make a mistake, you have to go back and correct it before you move on. So if you're correcting while another one, yeah, it sets everything up. All right, coming out of the timeout, 36 seconds left. They added 3 seconds. Zach Rosa is in the shotgun. They've got 2 wideouts on this side, 1 on the other side, and a running back. Zach Rosa's back to pass. Ryan Roberts comes up, hits him, but it is complete to number 7, but a nice tackle by Petrelli, inbounds, keeps the clock running. I'm assuming there's going to be another timeout. We'll see here. Here whistle's blowing. I believe another timeout has been called. Down to the 21-yard line. That was caught by number 7, Noah Henderson. It was a nice tackle by Rick Petrelli. Ryan Roberts showed some great hustle on that play. Almost got Zach Rosa in the backfield, but nice awareness by Rosa. Completes the pass down to the 20-yard line. With 26 seconds left. Bulldogs used their second timeout, so they are down to only 1 timeout left before half. So again, it's setting up a fourth and 4. There's a lot of options here with 26 seconds left, but I have this feeling they're going to slip a running back or a wide receiver into the end zone, maybe just throw it up, hope and pray, but for sure they're going for it. So 4th and 4, Zach Rosa's in the shotgun. He's got Pale to his or Max to number 32 to his right. 4 wide receivers, run up the middle. Nobody's watching him. He then throws it off, and that is a touchdown. Apparently not past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, get out of here. It's past the line.
Wow. Another touchdown to number 24. Wow. Pale. Number 24. 24, Noah Yek. Number 24, Noah Yek. We'll have to watch the replay on that one. Everybody up here is definitely saying he was definitely beyond the line of scrimmage.
I tried watching the replay.
It was darn close. Extra point by DiNardo, and good. It is 21-0. We will stay here. 21-7 Bulldogs. We will stay here to finish off half. There's only 19 seconds left. We are We are almost positive that was beyond the line of scrimmage. So if you hear the band playing in the background, you hear the Pittsburgh polka going on. And unfortunately, not for good reasons. Not for good reasons. That is now over 124 yards passing for the Bulldogs. The nice thing is the Wolverines are passing the ball fairly well. They almost have 100 yards. They're at 98. But unfortunately, 3 passing touchdowns by Zach Rosa, stacking up the yardage. 21-7 right now, just before halftime. Huge momentum change there as the Wolverines were looking to score a touchdown, try and bring it back to the tie game, and unfortunately, this seems like this is happening every single game. It flips around. It's now 21-7 the Bulldogs. DiNardo's going to kick off here. I'm assuming it's going to be another onside ordeal here. We'll probably go to halftime 21-7. So we'll see what happens here. DiNardo with the kick. No, line drive. Smart play by the Wolverine. Number 10, Carter Luce. He just catches the ball in his crouched position and just sits down. No reason to try and attempt anything right before halftime. So the Wolverines will take over at their own 37. Have this feeling that they may just kneel down or just run the play up the middle, and we'll take it to halftime. Let's see here. Ryan Gibbons under center. Looks like we're going to run a play here. Not hand off to Petrelli right up the middle and stacked up real fast. Hit immediately in the backfield. He's actually going to lose one by number 50. Tanner Boyer blew it up in the backfield, loss of one, and I have this feeling we're just going to go to halftime. So, halftime score 21-7 Freedom Bulldogs. Big momentum swing right before halftime. You don't want to see that, but unfortunately it is what it is. 21-7 Bulldogs. We'll come back from a little break here. I believe the Bulldogs will come on first to play their halftime show. Then we'll do the marching band for the Wolverines, and then the halftime festivities conclude with the courting of the 2018 Ellwood City Homecoming Queen. So we'll take a break. 21-7 Bulldogs at half.
Under the direction of Chief James Cavallo, Assistant Director Ron Stefanina, Major Rec Sponsor Carolyn DeVoe, Major Rec Captain Monica T, Flag Sponsor Flag Captain Heather Clee, Drill Team Sponsor Stacey Allen, Drill Team Captain Robin Hoffman, and our nominators Jordan Wright and Cole Scoot. Jordan, is the band ready? 1982 Steely Dan. Next, from 1968, we'll Dance to the Music, featuring Cameron Mutis and Mason Hess on dueling drum sets and Dylan Chandler on guitar.
50 rounds. The winning ticket will receive $282. Please come to the press box. The winning ticket is 5, 7, 3, 9, 1, 6.
Okay.
Again, 5, 7, 3, 9, 1, 6. Please come to the press box.
I mean, he would dominate the other person. Switch it up. Yeah. Exactly. He can tell like first pitch. Yeah. I know you're going to Sturgeon. What do we do? I think we're going to have some Freedom's always good, but it works too. Sneaking.
Blue Band sponsor.
Alright, folks, that was the Freedom Bulldogs and the Ellwood City Wolverines Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Great performance. It must be a full moon out because we have people dancing in the press box, things are shaking, and we have the band right up at you. So we apologize if it was really, really loud, but too bad. We liked it. Couple things here. At halftime, we've got out-of-town scores. We've got Newcastle 14, West Mifflin 0. Rochester over Union 36-6. Clareton 13-12 over Laurel. A final score, Riverside, who started at 6 o'clock tonight, Riverside 48-13 Shenango. So Riverside picks up the win and now improves to, I believe, 3-1 on the season and 2-1, or actually 3-1 in conference play. Shadyside Academy 56-14 up on Neshannock. Seton LaSalle is up by 2 on New Brighton 19-17, and then Aliquippa 26-0 over Beaver Falls. So next up is our homecoming courting of the 2018 Ellwood City Wolverines homecoming queen. So let's bring back the 2018 homecoming court for Lincoln High School. You've got Mara Gustinelli, Mia DeCaria, Caitlin Francis, Ariana Garraway, Natalia Greco, Bella Rangel, Isabel Roth,
Slow down a second.
and then finally, Madeline Spatafor. And then finally, I apologize if I butcher the name, Katharina Buzendorfer. I will get it at some point. It's pretty sad because I am German, so I should know that. All right, so there's your homecoming court for the 2018. Our crown bearers this year are Sophia and Dominic Diadio, the children of Jack and Becky Diadio. Crowning this year's queen will be Lincoln High School's 2017 homecoming queen, Michaela Magnifico, escorted by Noah Rinker. Representing the junior class is President Angela Volpe, escorted by junior class vice president Austin Waller. They will be presenting the queen with a dozen roses. And the 2018 Lincoln High School homecoming queen is Mia DeCaria. As Mia makes it to the crown jewel seat for the 2018 Lincoln High School homecoming queen. She receives the crown from Magnifico. And I would say that was for a touchdown. So we'll get a little pictures before we break for the evening or the halftime festivities. Again, if you want to catch all of this replay, you can catch it on our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and Twitter. We probably will have to split the intro into two things because we went off the air and came back. But anywho, your 2018 homecoming queen is Mia DeCaria.
Be a dance tomorrow night.
There will be a dance tomorrow night for all Ellwood City and Lincoln High School students in the auditorium. In the auditorium?
I think so.
That'd be good. If not, the cafeteria.
Cafeteria, yes. Yes, cafeteria.
The last time I checked, the auditorium has seats.
Yeah, don't do the auditorium. Deal with the cafeteria.
So the cafeteria tomorrow night. All right, we'll get some halftime stats here. We may have to take a break because there's a little bit extra time for the halftime festivities. They'll be coming up on your screen here shortly. Again, recapping the first half. Start the first quarter, it was all Bulldogs, and the Wolverines punched back with their own touchdown in the second quarter. Looked like they were going to go and make it a game again, make it 14-all, but unfortunately, a turnover, an interception, a weird play. Seen this before where quarterback for the Wolverines hands off the ball to the running back slides off the side and then throws the ball. Unfortunately, Petrelli's pass was picked off by number 7, Noah Henderson, brought back for a good yardage, and then the Bulldogs capped off the drive with a 25-yard touchdown pass to Noah Yek, as now the Bulldogs lead 21-7. Your halftime stats, total yards, were all in favor of the Bulldogs, 213 to 117. A complete flip-flop for what we're used to for the Wolverines. They have been running the ball like crazy. Statistically, out of the 4 games they played, 3 out of the 4 they've outgained the other team. Unfortunately not tonight, as the rushing yards are in favor of the Bulldogs, 89-19. Passing yards are also in favor of the Bulldogs, 124 to 98. First downs, 10 for the Bulldogs, 5 for the Wolverines. Turnovers, the Wolverines actually have a fumble or interception, so they have 1 turnover. The Bulldogs technically do have a turnover, but that was a turnover on downs. Penalties, once again, hurting the Wolverines. 4 for 40 versus 3 for 15 for the Bulldogs. Time of possession has been in favor of the Bulldogs, 14:52 to 9:08. So again, if you want to catch this replay, that'll eventually be posted with the homecoming pregame and halftime festivities on our YouTube page. There will be clips, highlights from this game, also for next week. Make sure if you want to tune in next week to our game, we are on a Saturday schedule. Next week we are at Western Beaver. Western Beaver does not have lights, so we are playing a supposedly 12:30 start. We'll probably go on the air at noon because they're going to base it at some point between noon and 12:30 to start. So we'll see you on Saturday next week. Halftime performers for the Bulldogs have been dominating in all categories. Passing for the Bulldogs, Zach Rosa's 8 for 10 for 125, 3 touchdowns. Rushing for Freedom, Jake Pale, 10 carries, 40 yards. Receiving, Noah Yek has 6 receptions, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also adding another touchdown was the other wide receiver, Jake Pale, as well. Defense-wise, domination by Colton Cunningham. He has 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and also on a sack on the evening. So there's your halftime stats for this game that has been fairly dominated by the Bulldogs.
We've had a lightning strike. Projected time to restart is 9:35, unless I hear otherwise.
Just now.
No, it was sometime during the halftime show.
Well, sometime during the halftime show, there was a lightning strike. So unfortunately, we're under a 30-minute delay, but instead of clearing the field, they let the bands play it off the sidelines. We did the homecoming courting, as our 2018 queen is Mia DiCario, but unfortunately there was a lightning strike in the area. So we have approximate time is right around 9:35, so in about 15 minutes. So we'll probably take a little bit of a break. A little extended break. We'll try to get caught up on the scores around the area, and we'll come back and hopefully get you an update then. So about 9:35, about 15 minutes from now, we'll take a little break and we'll see if we can get some halftime stats for you.
I'll try to get confident.
Hi there, folks. We got about 3 minutes or so warm up here for the second half to kind of get things back underway in the third quarter. Before we start the third quarter, we'll run into updated halftime scores and a couple finals. Rochester's up 43-6 on the Union. That is an immersion roll effect. Clareton is only up by 1 on Laurel, 13-12. So Laurel's fighting in that one. Washington is beating California 28-25. Sarah Catholic is up 35-7 on Carleton. Steel Valley cruising past Valley 42-0. Final score, Riverside 48-13 for Shenango. I believe they called that one early at that point. They were listing it as first quarter. I don't think it was just first quarter, but they went and called that one final for Riverside. Shady Side Academy, final score, they had 56. Neshannock only had 14. Seton LaSalle is up by 2 on New Brighton, 19-17. Aliquippa's leading Beaver Falls 26-0. They had a power outage at Geneva College. I'm not sure if they moved on or not, but it's still 26-0. Newcastle 14, West Mifflin nothing. And Beavers losing to Highlands 26-19. Little note here, a couple scores around the area are actually going final because of the weather early. Quaker Valley lost to Elizabeth Ford 7-6 with 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Because they said it was a non-conference game, they decided to call it. They called it early. The team that beat looks like in 2A is Charleroi. Charleroi is up 69-0 over Carmichael's. And if you recall, Charleroi trashed heavily favored Washington a couple weeks back. So it looks like Charleroi is that team to beat alongside of Shady Side Academy. So there's your halftime recap. We had some bands, we had some dancing, we had some loud noise. We had a great touchdown by 2018 homecoming queen Mia DeCaria, and some out-of-town scores. So the score here is 21-7. Bulldogs threw 3 touchdown passes. The ref is waving his hands to start the 3-minute clock. Who knows? Maybe they'll shut it down real fast to get it down to 12, and we'll get underway. Most of the stats for this game are in favor of the Bulldogs. The one standing out for the Wolverines is they do have 98 yards passing. Unfortunately, what has been working all season long is the rushing. They have 19 yards on a couple handful of rushes.
Really?
19 yards. So it looks like the refs may actually wait out these 2 minutes. We've been doing the waiting game all night long anyways. We waited 46 minutes. There was a lightning delay. There was another delay during halftime, but they were able to get everything in time, so just a little delay here in the second half. For those who are tuning in, you are obviously not listening to Thad Sturgeon. This is Brad Windhorst. Thad Sturgeon does have a little case of pneumonia, so we decided to leave him alone for this week. Hopefully he'll be ready to go for Saturday. I love my job doing stats, and I don't mind talking, but I'd rather do stats. I'm a numbers guy. Getting helped by Blaine Sturgeon as well with the camera guy, so a little bit of everything going on.
Their game's Saturday. I talked to the
Their game will be Saturday
Yeah, I talked to Ross.
at Western Beaver at 12:30. So we're down to about a minute here. For most part, most of the fans decided to stick this one out, stay and watch the courting of the homecoming queen, and hopefully we'll see something in the second half. Unfortunately, it is 21-7, but the Wolverines were trying to make it a game at halftime, and unfortunately that interception thrown hurts them in the long run. But nonetheless, the Wolverines do get the ball to start the second half. If they can get a drive going here, maybe we can head into this fourth quarter a lot closer than what it is.
Another idea of web broadcast of the games live feed. It's like single camera. We just broadcast the games from the first half. You can see them. And we were wondering, where the game next Saturday? There must be, and I said, Friday night.
Well, they're waiting out these 30 seconds. We'll take a little quick break to thank our sponsors.
That's not much of a
All right, the clock hit zeros, and we're now at 12 minutes for the start of the second half. We'll give a little note to everybody who comes to all the home games the rest of the season. We are taking a donation and fund for Hayden Hamilton for the Spartans, the Laurel Spartans. We will be donating the money, the proceeds that we will collect every home game for the rest of the season. So our thoughts and prayers continue. We're hearing some good words from it, so hopefully more to come. So the second half is about ready to start. The kickoff for the Bulldogs is Nick DiNardo. Back to receive is Chambers and Petrelli. Looks like it's going Chambers side. Right around the 5-yard line. He runs up the middle. There's a nice little seam. Broken tackle, and then gets tackled around the 33. So a good return of about 28-some yards. Tackle was made by number 14, Josh Pale. So we're finally underway in the second half.
42 and 18.
So 42 and 18. 18 was Cole Beck. All right, so here we go in the second half. We have under snap is Gibbons, in the backfield is Petrelli. We got two wideouts on this side, one on the other side. Passing and tipped and then intercepted
by number 43.
By number 43. 59 tipped the pass. Wow.
Cody Ross on the interception.
So Cody Ross on the interception. I said 43?
Yeah, 43, Cody Ross.
Okay, 43, Cody Ross with the interception.
Returned the ball 8 yards to the 31-yard line.
Brought it back to the 31-yard line, or the 30-yard line. So just like that, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
51 tipped it, you said?
Yeah, 51 tipped it. Yep.
David Martzoff.
David Martzoff tipped the pass. So now the Bulldogs will take over. Zach Rose is under snap. There was a movement on the line, but they didn't call anything. Zach Rose rolls out to the left, throws a nice pass, and a nice grab by number 32, Max, whatever the heck the last name is. Hudjase. I'll just call him Max U. So 32 with the reception. Brings it down to the 20-yard line.
That's enough for a first down.
It's enough for a first down at the 11:40 mark of the third quarter. Moving the chains. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs and Zach Rosa. Again, I'll apologize to Max. I'm going to call him Max, number 32, from here on out. He's in the backfield, right behind Rosa. 21, Pale's in motion, rolling out to the right.
Got a man.
He's got a man wide open across, back across, number 7 with the reception, Noah Henderson. 10 and 5. 10, Carter Lutz, and number 5, Donovan Chambers with the tackle. Wide open on that backside, all the way down to the about 12-yard line. Pick up of, check that, 13, pick up a 7. So not the start.
Talking about another open guy.
Not the start that the Wolverines wanted at halftime. That's been the killer. The third quarter has been the killer for the Wolverines the past 3 weeks.
Every team scored in the first drive, haven't they?
Except for Shannick.
Around that left end.
Round the left end, number 32, Max, on that left side, taken down by number 5. Donovan Chambers kept the gain for a minimum. Looks like he's tackled around the 9-yard line. We'll check it. We'll say the 10-yard line. So a gain of 3. 3rd and 2 with 10:47 and a rolling clock in the second half. 21-7 Bulldogs. Zach Rosa, back to pass. Looking across, and that's wide open. It's a touchdown. Number 7. That is 4 passing touchdowns. 2 defenders for the Wolverines just completely beat. Nobody's even around. It is 27-7 Bulldogs at 10:21 in the third quarter. On the kick, the extra point is number 6, Nick DiNardo. Here's the snap. Looks good, and it's up, and it is now 28-7 Bulldogs. We'll take a break with 10:21 left in the third quarter. Welcome back, folks. It is now 28-7 Bulldogs. Zach Rosa, what a performance. He's definitely going to be up on that list of good performances in the WPIALs, as he's now thrown 4 touchdown passes on the evening. DiNardo to kick off. Looks like Chambers bringing it back from the 5 again. Makes the man miss, slips on the field, and is down around the 29-yard line.
14 on the tackle.
So 14.
Josh Pale.
Number 14, Josh Pale. Back to the 20. Let's see what they say here. 29 or 30. We'll say the 29-yard line. So 24 yards on that return with 10:15 in the third quarter. Alright, it's Ryan Gibbons under snap. A couple running backs in the backfield. Sesty comes in motion. Handoff right up the middle. Absolutely nothing. So Petrelli with the run.
Is that 51 on the tackle? 51.
Tackle is by number 50,
David Martzoff.
Tanner Boyer, and number 51, David Matzoff. gain of 1. They did give him 1 on the play. So second down and a long, long 9. Handoff again.
Sesty this
To
time.
Sesty. Rocco Sesty, number 24. Nothing much up the middle. Tackled right around the 31-yard line. So 3rd and
Jimmy
8.
Happ, number 52 on the tackle.
Number 52 was on the tackle, Jimmy Happ.
Good shot, you got handoff Petrelli.
Handoffs to
First man
Petrelli.
miss. Wow.
First man miss, and then he's stacked up by the Freedom Bulldogs. He rolls forward for 1 yard, but that was hit real fast. 43 had the initial hit,
Cody Ross.
Cody Ross.
But he had help.
I would say that tackle could have been handed to about 6 different players for the Bulldogs. So that brings up a 4th and 8, 4th and 7 for the Wolverines. Back to punt is Rick Petrelli. Back to return the kick is number 21, Pale. Here's the snap. Good hold. There's the punt. Nice kick over in. Unfortunately, right to 21. 21 fumbles the ball, picks it back up, and is tackled real fast by Rocco Sesty for a loss of 1 on the return. So, with 8:15, the Bulldogs take over at their own 34-yard line. So 8:15 left in this third quarter. Slow going for the Wolverines as the Bulldogs take over. Zach Rose is back to pass, rolls out to the right side. Looking for an open receiver, just decides to throw it away. Probably the best option there. There was nobody open on that play. So second down and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs.
My parents are at home watching.
Again, hopefully my job this week is only for 1 week. We hope that Thad Sturgeon is able to take back over. I enjoy doing this, but I'd rather do stats. I'm a numbers guy. Most people know that I'm a math teacher. That's what I like doing. We also want to say thanks to Blaine Sturgeon for helping out with the camera. We also want to say thanks to Justin Harden, who also helps out with making some nice calls for us, spotting us wise. Zach Rose is back under snap. Rolls off to the left side, throws out the pass. Dropped by number 32, Max. It was open. He could have gone for a couple yards, but he dropped it. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, it was a one-man blitz for the Wolverines. 8:05.
Odell Beckham with his one-hand catches. He screwed up so many kids.
Third down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Just that kid there, he just tried to do the one-hand thing.
So somebody's using a laser pointer and pointing at some of the players. That's what the
We're
issue
going to
is.
find that.
Yeah. So somebody's using a laser pointer or something. All right, third down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Zach Rose rolls out this side to the right. He's going to roll back. Max is wide open. Nobody's even near him. He catches the ball. Missed tackle. Still going. He's off for the races. Tackled by Rocco Sesty. Rocco Sesty made a great play. He ran from the other side of the field, came across the field, and made the tackle. A big gain for number 32, Max, but unfortunately, that hurts the Wolverines, who could have forced a punt. It's now first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Nobody was out there. Tackle was made at the 16-yard line, so first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs now have a total of over 202 yards passing. That was a 60-yard pass play. Handoff to number 43, big guy in the backfield. If he kept his feet, he would have gone for a couple more. Number 43 is Cody Ross, tripped up by number 54, Colton Cunningham. Second down and a long 7.
They bite the play action fake. They've been biting on him.
Surprised we didn't see more of Cody Ross in this game, because Cody Ross is listed as a big dude. Number 43 is about 215. I'll give him an extra 15 pounds on that. He's a small dude, small to the field. 5'11", 215. I'm surprised. I'm assuming that this fourth quarter is going to be all him. And this third quarter, check that. Timeout taken by Zach Rosa at the 6:48 mark of the third quarter. It's 28-7. Bulldogs will take a quick break. Welcome back, folks. It is at the 6:48 mark in the third quarter. The Bulldogs are going to go under center with a 2nd and 7. Zach Rosa took a timeout as they come back from that timeout. We've got one wide out on our side, boxed right in at the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff. That was really interesting. Real fast. Handoff, I believe, to 43, but I'm not sure. We'll have to check. Oh, check that. 21, Jake Pale with the run up the middle. Looks like caught the Wolverines off guard there. That was a quick handoff. That's the first time they've done that all night. Gain of 7 on the play. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Zach Rose under center. Handoff to number 21, Jake Pale, and hit in the backfield by number 56, Storm Chambers. What a play. Loss of 3 on the play. Storm Chambers, we cannot talk about some of these linemen and linebackers for the Wolverines stacking up numbers on tackles.
Probably a 2nd or 3rd tackle for loss tonight.
Zach Rosa gets the play call in. Comes from the sideline. Again, we're not running a 25-second clock, so that's probably not going to factor any delay of games. 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. Zach Rose under center. Man in motion. Looks like it's going to be a pitch. No, keeper. He decides to keep and tackled. What a busted play. Tackled by, let's see here, by number 51, Ethan Coy, making plays once again. So ball's over on down for the Bulldogs. The Wolverines will take over around their own 12-yard line. Wolverines come out from the snap. Gibbons is under center. Petrelli's behind the play. In motion is Chambers. Quick hand off to Petrelli up the middle and hit instantly. A second earlier, we could have been going the opposite way. 51 with the tackle. Martzoff once again starting to blow things up in the backfield. Again, we cannot describe how big these Bulldogs are. They're huge on the screen. You guys can see them, not even close. So we'll give a long 2nd down and 10 here again for the Wolverines. We have man in motion, handoff to Chambers. Chambers got the outside edge, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, spins into another tackle. Nice little play by Chambers. I believe that's going to be a 1st down. Tackle by number 50, I believe, Tanner Boyer. Nice play. That sweep motion by the Wolverines is starting to work. They've tried it all year long. It hasn't worked well until last week against Enchanted, and sure enough, it's starting to work again for the Bulldogs. So that is an Ellwood City first down at their own 22-yard line. Gibbons under center. Hand off to Petrelli. Petrelli running some speed, runs right into linebacker, running hard. Taken down by number 15, I believe.
Yep. Riker Welling.
Welling with the tackle. Just about 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. A quarter that has not really changed the outcome of this game much. Bulldogs did add another passing touchdown to the board.
Misdirection.
So misdirection handoff to the left side. Looks like Chambers with the run.
Jake Pale on the tackle.
Jake Pale on the tackle, number 21.
You may want to say that Gibbons' uniform is still clean. He's been able to not get sacked or tackled tonight.
That is one thing we have noticed. The emphasis from last week was that Gibbons was getting hit in the backfield. That is not happening this week, although they're not moving the ball as efficient. Just as we said that, 3rd and 1, Petrelli, quick handoff, unfortunately taken down real fast by number 43, Cody Ross, and number 7, Noah Henderson. So unfortunately that brings up a 4th down and a long one. At this point, the Wolverines should be going for it at this point. .220 left in the third quarter. Gibbons under center. Actually, Gibbons in pistol. Quick pass to Petrelli. Nice catch. Runs out of bounds. Tackled by number 15.
Ricker Welling.
Ricker Welling. So that is enough for a first down for the Wolverines at the 34-yard line.
Needed 3, got 4.
Just got enough to get over the chains. About 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Surprising, with all that rain, this field looks pretty darn good actually. Held fairly well. Gibbons with the snap. Hands it off. I believe to Chambers. Hit instantly. There's a fumble and recovered by number 59. Chambers never 100% fully had the ball.
Noah Vowles.
To Noah Vowles. Number 59 with the recovery. As the Bulldogs now take over at the 1:44 mark in the third quarter, takes over at the Wolverines' 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. It's now 28-7, third quarter, looking to add more as they have 4 touchdowns via the pass. Rosa and Pistol back to pass. Looking, breaking down, possible hold, but no, nothing called. Rosa rolls out to the left side and gets out of bounds. Nice play for him, not getting hit. Gain of about 5 yards on the play. So 2nd and 5. And we'll give him a gain of 6 actually. So 2nd down and 4 from about the 24-yard line. Zach Rosa has been the guy for the Bulldogs. 4 passing touchdowns, over 200 yards passing, and is now starting to add more yards via the run. Guy in motion. Max. Hand off to 21. Jake Pell up the middle. Gets enough for the first down. tackled at the 30-yard line, but they're going to give him the first down. Or sorry, the 20-yard line, I apologize. So automatic first down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs taking their time coming up the line, as they should, killing more of that clock. Zach Rose underneath center. Max is in motion, gets the pitch, comes off that left side. The Wolverines meet them there right at the line of scrimmage, and sure enough, another penalty. We'll see what it's called. So now we got a personal foul. This is the first one of the year. A head-to-head helmet hit by the Wolverines. That should be a first down, because it's an automatic first down. Should be 15 yards. I'm not sure if it's half the distance or not, because it's personal. If it's after the whistle, then yes, but nope. We'll see here. And nope, half the distance. So 10-yard penalty. Sets up a first and goal with the 1 minute mark of the third quarter.
Eating our drinks.
Oh no. That's just me. That's just me. Okay, Bulldogs rolling up, nice and slow, taking their good old time as they should. Zach Rose is going to be under the snap this time. We got 3 running backs in the backfield. Quick handoff. Keeper, actually. Rose is running for his life and is tackled. Nice play by number 15, Ryan Roberts. Ryan Roberts has been playing fairly well tonight on that linebacker offside play. So Ryan Roberts, as well as number 5, Donovan Chambers. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Back to the 13. So second down and goal from the 13-yard line with about 7 seconds left in the quarter. And that will be it for the quarter. So, heading to the fourth quarter, it is now 28-7. Bulldogs with 4 passing touchdowns on the night. We'll take a quick break and come back for the fourth quarter. Welcome back, folks. It is fourth quarter action here for the Wolverines on week 4 in the WPIAL football season. It is a long, long night. It is now 10:04 for those who are watching. Thanks for staying with us. We had about a 46-minute lightning delay and then another 10-15 minute delay. Yeah, if you go back a couple years ago, game started at 7:30. It was about 10 o'clock, 10:30 when games ended. So nothing new for us up here in the broadcast booth. Bulldogs come out in the pistol action. Zach Rosa in the shotgun formation. Running back is in motion. That's Jake Pale. Looks to pass, throws, caught, and then dropped by number 32, Max. Had a wide open Max. Dropped the ball. Pass is incomplete. 3rd down and goal from the 13 for the Bulldogs. I think everybody knows this one. It's going to be a pass. Bulldogs coming out from the huddle. Zach Rosa from the shotgun position. Here's the snap. Nice snap. Back to pass. Rosa. And nice caught play for a touchdown. Number 21, Jake Pale. For another touchdown for the Bulldogs. 13-yard touchdown. Receiving, that's 5 touchdowns via the pass now for the Bulldogs. Wow. At the 11:50 mark. Kicking extra point is number six, sorry. And the PAT is good by DiNardo. With 11:50 left in the 4th quarter, it is 35-7 Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break. Alright, welcome back, folks. It is 35-7 Bulldogs at the 11:50 mark. The 5th passing touchdown by Zach Rosa. DiNardo's about ready to kick this off. Back to receive is Chambers and Petrelli. Hopefully we can get something going again and get on that scoreboard. Here's the kick by DiNardo. Nice line drive. Back to Chambers at the 10-yard line. Here he goes, up the middle. Following Petrelli, spins it outside, got a nice length there, and it spins off a tackle, keeps moving, goes across the field to the other side, still moving, takes 2 guys to finally take him down. What a return by Donovan Chambers. Donovan Chambers took it from the 10-yard line, brings it all the way back to the 26-yard line. That is a 64-yard return. Wow. Whew. So number 18, Cole Beck, made the saving tackle as Chambers was all out for the races. So the Wolverines take over from about the 25-yard line. 1st down. Gibbons hands off to Petrelli. Petrelli comes outside. He's got a little bit of a lane. Shoves the guy outside, out of bounds, right around. Pick up maybe 2 on the play. Gain of 3 on the play. Down to about the 22-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 for the Wolverines with 11 minutes left in the game. Gibbons fakes the handoff, rolls outside, got a pass, throws it out, man not open, but somehow Petrelli holds on the ball. He's down to the 20, so this is going to set up a, let's see, 2, so it's going to set up a 3rd and 5 on the drive for the Wolverines. Gibbons in the shotgun. Got a couple running backs with them. Hands it off, I believe, to Chambers. It's getting pretty darn close. I believe he's short. Yeah, ref's holding up his hands. So 4th down. Looks like it's 4th and 1. 4 and 72 on the tackle. Number 4 is... Sorry, check that. 72 is... Check here. Well, we don't have a 72 on our list, so... we may have to make one up here for you. So, taken down at the 19 with 9:30 left to play.
Nope. Short.
Is that pass? Is that pass? Is that pass? Is that pass? Was that run? Pass? Keep it. Ryan Gibbons kept the ball there. Rolled out to the right side. Stretched the ball out. But apparently not enough. Apparently not enough. The Freedom Bulldogs stuff Gibbons. I think it's closer than what they are saying, but no matter what, the Bulldogs will take over. Let's see, right around the 17-yard line at the 9:22 mark of the 4th quarter. With 9:22 left in the 4th quarter, I'm assuming that the Bulldogs will just run and pound the ball with Jake Pale, 32 Max, and 43 Ross as well. So we'll see what happens here. We've got 3 running backs in the backfield, 1 in motion. Zach Rosa hands it off the middle. I think that's Jake Pale. On the left side, gets a couple. Out to about the 20-yard line. Did you say 32? I believe that was actually 32 Max again. Not 100% sure, but nonetheless, they got about a 3 or 4 yard gain, so it sets up a 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Run outside by number 21, Jake Pell. Pushed out of bounds by number 54, Colton Cunningham, who's been all over the place for the Wolverines.
51's coming off with a limp.
51, Ethan Coy's coming off the field. He's got a little bit of a limp. He is walking on his own 2 feet, but he does have a little bit of a limp coming off. So 1st down for the Bulldogs from the 30-yard line. Rosa with under snap. Max is coming in motion. Max has got the ball off the left side. Continues run. And nice play by 3 Wolverines. Number 10, Carter Lutz. Number 56, Storm Chambers. And number 5, Chambers coming up, stopping that one for minimal gain. So 2-yard gain for the Bulldogs. So 2nd down and 8 with just under 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs come out of the huddle in no hurry. Zach Rosa's in the shotgun formation. We got 3 wideouts on this side. Zach's about ready to pass. Fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by, I believe that is Storm Chambers. Yes, Storm Chambers with the recover. Back to pass was Zach Rosa. He fumbled the ball while trying to pass it. And sure enough, Storm Chambers is there to pick up the ball as the Wolverines will take over at the 20-yard line. At the 7:32 mark, the Wolverines now have the ball. Well, we got a running play, I believe. Or, no, sorry, check that. Passing play. Check that.
Holding that flag in that pocket all night.
Got a little bit of everything going on here. So it looks like it was supposedly a play that was pass interference. Check the result here. Apparently it was offsetting penalties. So none of that counted. Offsetting penalties means we just do it all over again. So first down and 10 for the Wolverines from 20. Gibbons with the snap. Little shovel pass to Chambers. Chambers coming this side, the right side. Comes up the middle. Nice little play here for the Wolverines. Down at the 6-yard line. A nice run by Chambers. A gain of about 14 on the play. So again, another first down for the Wolverines. The running lanes are now starting to open up. Maybe a little too late. 59 on the tackle. No avails. So first and goal for the Wolverines from the 6-yard line. Just over 7 minutes left. Gibbons under snap. Running back in motion. Nice little pitch off to Chambers. Chambers rolls out there. It looks like he's going to dive in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Wolverines. Donovan Chambers. Big touchdown by Donovan Chambers. 6 yards out. Makes the score now 35-13, pending the extra points at 6:56.
Wait, no extra point. We're going for 2. It don't matter.
Yeah. Wolverines are lining up for 2, as they should. Gibbons in shotgun formation. Petrelli on his left side. Gibbons back to pass. Looking. Petrelli catches the pass. And unfortunately, so many Bulldogs in front of him. No good. As the score remains 35-13. The Bulldogs leading the Wolverines at 6:56 fourth quarter. We'll take a little break and come back. I need you guys longer. I need you guys to be here for a reason.
Everybody you talk to, say don't let them play that.
Yeah.
Let them start their 7th grade.
Yes, that I do agree with. That I do agree with.
He don't understand football.
Yeah.
He plays at school.
Yeah.
He plays with these kids who do.
Welcome back, folks. 35-13. The Wolverines add to the scoreboard. Ethan Coy is about to kick off. We'll see what happens here. Onside kick. Goes right through everybody, and all of a sudden, it was picked up by Bulldog. I believe number 24. It was a textbook onside kick, and unfortunately, did not go in their favor. So number 24 with the return. And they returned it back to the Wolverine side, the 44-yard line. So pretty much if you want to think about it in terms of yardage, that was a 4-yard play. Not the way that you want it, but that's how it goes. So the Bulldogs will take over at the Wolverines 43. Zach Rosa hands off to Jake Pale. Spins out of a tackle, rolls a little bit forward, down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3 down to the 41. Tackled by number 54, Colton Cunningham, and number 57, Noah Bunny. Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Three running backs behind Rosa, one in motion. Another handoff, another handoff. So Pale to Max, and then Max just runs back the opposite way and runs for another good yardage. 51 with a tackle, Ethan Coy, who came back after limping off field. He came back in. Tackled at the Wolverine 32. That is enough for another Bulldogs first down. Again, catch in at the end of the game for our final stats and a couple out-of-town scores. We'll recap this game for you. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. In motion is Pale. Another handoff to Max, number 32, off the left side. Had a hole, and then it closed. 2 tacklers for the Wolverines. It's like number 53, Reynolds, and 54, Colton Cunningham. Once again, Colton Cunningham for sure has over 10 tackles in this game.
I'm glad he showed up.
Yes.
Not like that. What's his name? Kenny O'Brien.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldogs from the 30-yard line. Rosa hands off the ball right up the middle to 43. I believe that is Cody Ross. Wow. Again, Cody Ross is listed as 215. That is no way that's 215. He is 5'11". I'll give him that. 215, I'll give him an extra 15 pounds on that one. So Cody Ross up the middle. Brought down by number 15, Ryan Roberts, at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 420 mark. Zach Rosa, hands underneath, just plowing his way forward, I believe is Ross once again. Tackled right around the 13-yard line, so gain of a nice chunk of 7. Brought down by number 5, Donovan Chambers. Second down and a long 2. Bulldogs are starting to roll up on 400 yards of total offense. Here's the handoff by Rose at the number 21. Jake Pale gets hit, and they're saying he was down. He went and fumbled the ball, but they're saying he was down apparently. His forward progress apparently was stopped. Number 53, Reynolds, made a play. Apparently he was stopped, forward gain. So the ball still remains with the Bulldogs. as the clock is starting to wind down. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're sitting at 10:30 in the evening. Zach Rosa hands off the ball to number 43, Cody Ross, right up the middle, just bowling his way all the way forward. That's 215 pounds coming at you. I don't want to be in front of that either. Colton Cunningham, another tackle. 5-yard gain down to about the 8-yard line, 7-yard line. And that sets up a 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come out of the huddle. It's minute 55 left on the clock. 3 running backs in the backfield. Zach Rose under snap. And we've got a penalty. This may be the first delayed game or false start. Let's see what it is. Illegal motion against the Bulldogs will set them back to a 1st down and 15. Bulldogs with the snap. Zach Rosa up the middle. Hands the ball off. A little different this time. I believe that is number 32. Check that. No, it is 40. 43. Cody Ross once again. Why wouldn't you? 215 coming at you. Up the middle. Just for a couple. Gain of 2. 2nd down and goal for the Bulldogs. Starting to look like victory formation for the Bulldogs. All they have to do is snap the ball probably one more time with no 25-second clock, and this should run us out to the end of the game. Zach Rosa takes the kneel.
Yep.
30 seconds left in this game. And that is enough to do it. The Bulldogs come in and take over homecoming night for the Wolverines as the Bulldogs defeat the Wolverines 35-13. The clock is just rolling down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and now it is truly final. 35-13 for the Bulldogs on homecoming night. Your 2018 homecoming queen is Mia DeCaria. We'll take a short little break. We'll come back and recap out-of-town scores, game stats, as your final. The Freedom Bulldogs 35, Ellwood City Wolverines 13. We'll take a break and come back and recap the rest of the stats. All right, welcome back, folks. We'll have some out-of-town scores here shortly for you, but we want to recap this game with the final stats as well as the top performers. As the Bulldogs came into Week 4 for WPIAL High School football, coming into Helling Stadium and pitching out a pretty good offensive air attack by Zach Rosa, who passed for 5 touchdowns, beating the Wolverines 35-13 on homecoming night. We said that the 2018 homecoming queen was Mia DeCaria. We want to send our congrats to her as well as the rest of the homecoming court. Again, tomorrow night is their dance, or little shindig, as we call it back home, in the cafeteria tomorrow night. So we'll have fun with that. Party it up, yes. Okay, so some final stats from this game. They'll be popping up here shortly on your screen. The final score we said was 35-13, the Bulldogs. Looking at the total yardage, this is one of the first games all year, except for that Beaver Falls game, where the Wolverines were dominated. Total yards for the Bulldogs, 373 yards total, 158 rushing, 215 passing. That was compared to the Wolverines' 172 yards, where the Wolverines only managed 57 second-half yards. They finished with 68 yards rushing and 104 yards passing. First downs were in favor of the Bulldogs, 21-8. Turnovers were in favor of the Bulldogs as well. They had 1 turnover, and then the Wolverines had 3 turnovers. 1 interception, I believe, or check that, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble in the end of the game with 3 turnovers. Penalties, all in favor for the Bulldogs, 3 for 15 versus the Wolverines, 6 for 60. There's a couple personal fouls in there that tacked up that number a lot. Again, there was a couple offsetting penalties in that game, but nonetheless, unfortunately, the Wolverines didn't come out on top. Time of possession for the Bulldogs, 29 minutes versus 18 for the Wolverines. So there's your halftime or final stats. I apologize, for the Wolverines versus Bulldogs game. Final top performers, passing wise, for Freedom. Zach Rosa, 13 for 18. Total 215 yards. He had 124 in the first half, almost doubled it in the second half, 215 yards, but more importantly, 5 passing touchdowns. He counted for total 5 passing touchdowns to 3 different players, if I do believe that is correct. Rushing wise for Freedom, Jake Pale, 16 carries for 62 yards. Receiving wise for Freedom, Noah Yek had 6 receptions, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, all in the first half. They used 2 wide receivers for that matter. Noah Yek, Jake Pell, both combined for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns tonight. Finally, the one bright side of the ball, when a team dominates in time of possession and a passing game and running attack, you're going to get a lot of tackles on defense. And sure enough, Colton Cunningham, once again, another big game. He came in this game with about 30-some tackles. Well, add a couple more to that. 14 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and he had 1 sack on the evening. So there's your top performers for the Wolverines. Not the outcome that you want, especially on homecoming night. There's a lot of disruptions, and maybe that changes how the game is impacted. Maybe that changes the momentum and the hype. These players warm up at a specific time to come out, and then to come out and play 3 plays and then have a 46-minute wait. You never know what to expect. But no matter what, there's a game to be played, and it is what it is. So the Bulldogs win 35-13. We'll give you some out-of-town scores. Final scores for the most part, because it is 10:40 at night. Rochester won 43-6 over Union. Scrolling down through, Washington comes out and beats California 41-25. So Washington once again will be another favored 2A team. Other 2A scores: Sarah Catholic beats Carlinton 35-13. Avonworth blows by Paula Ridge 42-6. Steel Valley puts up Goose Egg against Valley 42-0 in Steel Valley's favor against Steel Valley. Another 2A team to look at in the future. The most the most intriguing team this year so far, Charleroi. Charleroi went and played Washington like in the second week of the year and blew out the Washington Prexies. Well, sure enough, they took on Carmichael's 69-7. Charleroi wins that one. Other finals: Riverside 48-13 over Shenango. Neshannock loses to Shadyside Academy 56-14. Seton LaSalle beats New Brighton 19-17. We'll have to check that one out. It was 19-17 at halftime, or we're going to the third quarter, so I'm wondering if they may have called that one early, possibly being the fact that that is another out-of-conference game. But nonetheless, Seton LaSalle 19-17 final. Aliquippa cruises by Beaver Falls. This score's not really indicative of probably what happened, but 39-0 for Aliquippa over Beaver Falls. There was a power outage at Geneva College, so they actually had to stop that game, not because of lightning, but actually because of the power outage. They had to stop and fix a couple things there and got back in. Elizabeth Ford beat Quaker Valley 7-6. Oddball on that one is that it went final with 32 seconds left in the second quarter because they decided to call that one early. It was not a conference game, so they called early, and that's how it went. Newcastle went and held on and beat West Mifflin 14-0, and then Beaver gets crushed by Highlands 40-19. So there's your out-of-town scores. We'll get some updates around the league throughout the week. Your top favorites there. Both won tonight, with it being Freedom now improves to 4-1, 3-1 in conference play. Riverside now 3-1 and 3-1 in conference play. So those are your top 2 teams for next week. The other team that is with a 1 loss in the conference is Mohawk. I do believe they play tomorrow at Western Beaver. So there's your out-of-town scores. Again, your final from Helling Stadium is the Freedom Bulldogs 35-13. Be sure to check in next week on a Saturday as we come from you live at Western Beaver. They do not have lights, so Saturday game it is. Saturday at 12:30. We'll probably be on the air around 12 o'clock. Hopefully Thad Sturgeon will be able to come back in and take over. I like my job doing stats and not necessarily calling the plays. But hopefully you enjoyed this game, and if you want to watch the replay, it'll be on our YouTube and all of our media channels, and you can catch the homecoming courting of your 2018 homecoming queen, Mia DeCaria. Once again, I want to say thanks to everybody watching, those who stayed up to watch this game. I've been your host, Brad Winhorse, and we'll see you next week at Western Beaver.